So to do it in 3 or 4 years, we need all of the money up front, right? One of the problems in the past is when you give small tranches of money year over year, politics change, leadership changes, presidents change, interest changes, and it never gets built. So I'm going to ask the Congress for upfront appropriations to give us all the money. I'll come before the Congress every quarter and give them an update of how far we've built, how much money we've spent. They can pressure test what's been done to do the oversight to make sure we're doing this correctly. But on top of that, we also need permitting reform, some form of clearing the deck so we don't have to deal with all of the regulation around permitting so we can actually build this quickly. If we go through the permitting process and don't get the money, this is going to be the same old thing. It's going to take us 10, 15 years to build this. And by the time we get done with it, what we're going to build is already going to be old technology. So we want to build this in 3 to 4 years, and we can do it with the help of Congress. And the last point that I want to bring up to you is, we all know what most of us know what a flip phone is. We have this system as a flip phone, right? It is what it is. You can't build anything on top of the system that we now use. It's so old. So you can't upgrade it. You can't add to it. New technology comes out and you can't deploy it. Technology that's going to make us more efficient and safer can't be deployed on what we have in America. However, if we build a brand new state-of-the-art system, which is what we want to do, then, like your iPhone, you can actually get updates. You can build on top of what we are going to have in place. So as new technology becomes available, we can actually deploy it. And we're going to build upon the safety, build on the technology, build on innovation that's going to happen in this country to continue to make airspace safer and more efficient. And so this is bold. This is going to be challenging, but we absolutely can do it. I think our country, our people, those who use the airspace, they deserve this moment in time to actually deliver an air traffic control system that's going to keep them safe. It's not going to have them delayed for 4 hours or their flights canceled. A system that works for them. I'm committed to it. The president's committed to it. I think the Congress is going to be committed to it. And so with that, what I'd like to do is, there's been a lot of individuals who have participated in making this happen. And one of the key players who have helped this vision of what we're announcing today is the acting administrator of the FAA, Chris Rushlow, which I don't know where Chris is at. Oh, there's Mr. Rushlow right there. So come on up, Chris. This guy has been remarkable in navigating the issues that have come up over the last 3 months. He's been a great partner. Chris Rushlow.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Like you, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to the families of the American Airlines Flight 5342 families that are here today. It's your voices and your advocacy that will continue to drive us to make the system better. So thank you for being here today. So let me start by saying today marks a major milestone in aviation for America. It's a day that will bring the strength of this community, this aviation community, together with the strong leadership of President Trump and Secretary Duffy. This is a moment that's defined by unity and resolve. We're all here today to commit to taking bold steps to build a new world-class air traffic system that is safer, more efficient, more resilient, and better prepared to meet the needs of the future. We all know we're facing challenges in our nation's air traffic control system today. But let me be clear, that didn't happen overnight. But it's long past the time where we need to fix this problem. And that's why I truly appreciate the Secretary's decisive actions that reflect a commitment to innovation, to efficiency, and most importantly, a safe and reliable aviation system. At the FAA, the safety of the traveling public and the people that work within that system remain the highest focus for us. While air travel remains the safest form of transportation, unless we take bold action now, we will continue to see delays and disruptions. Fortunately, President Trump and Secretary Duffy have made this issue a national priority. Their focus is propelling us to move forward with an urgency that this effort requires. We're not just planning for the future, we're actually building it. So today, I believe it's fair to say we're choosing action over inertia, partnership over division, and vision over indecision. Together, as an aviation community, we will deliver the air traffic system that America deserves. Thank you.
You know, as we do this, it's a multifaceted approach. It's the president, it's us at DOT, the FAA, but Congress is a key part of this. And you know, this is not partisan. There's a lot of things that Congress fights about that they disagree on. We can all watch that on C-SPAN or on cable news. But this is an issue that they truly work together on. And what I'd like to do is bring up two that we have with us today, Congressman Rick Larsen, the ranking member of the committee, and Sam Graves, also the chairman of the committee. And I'd also like to bring up Jennifer Hamady from the NTSB to join us as well. And I know we also had Jerry Moran from Kansas, who was here earlier, and I appreciate his presence, but I don't know that he can speak. And so maybe what we can do is, no one in Congress knows aviation better than these two, and they might fight on committee hearings and whatnot, but they actually get along pretty well, and they've been great partners as we've gone through this process. So I'm going to turn it over to Chairman Sam Graves.
I want to the ACA families for being here and taking the time to come. And I wish Senator Cantwell and Senator Moran and Senator Cruz could be here. They're in the middle of a vote series, and which is obviously what they have to do. But you've got the two most important members of Congress in transportation right here, in Rick and I, when it comes to getting things done. But Sean, I got to thank you, Mr. Secretary. Your work and your strong commitment to this process is absolutely, it's absolutely outstanding. You know, we've known for decades that the air traffic control system is outdated, and Congress has passed a lot of laws to help the FAA try to get this done, and we're nowhere even remotely close to what the end goal is. And so I can honestly say, in all my years in Congress, I've never seen a secretary or a president so committed to getting this done, which means it's going to happen. And so the House of Representatives, at least the Transportation Committee, in our budget process, the bill that we passed last week, we put a down payment in on this for $12.5 billion to do all of those things that Sean was just talking about. I think we will see that through to the end, and we will start this process, and there'll be more money that comes along later. But with that, this effort is long overdue. It's critically necessary, and again, Secretary, I commend your effort and your ongoing process, and also to supercharging the air traffic control recruitment system, which we worked on in the last FAA bill. But I look forward to working with you and all the stakeholders out there to get this thing done right away. By the way, thank you.
Thanks, Secretary Duffy, for inviting me here today, and I want to thank you for the hard work that you put in to get us here today. I do want to start as well by recognizing the families of the January 29th DCA mid-air collision as well. The pain that you're going through is an instigator for all of us to get things right as we move forward on aviation safety. Last year, my colleagues and I came together to draft, and eventually Congress passed, an overwhelmingly bipartisan 2024 FAA reauthorization law, a law that established the to-do list for ATC modernization. So we provided the what-to-do list, and I'm really pleased to see Secretary Duffy and the administration moving forward on the how to get it done list, and leading these critical next steps. You know, we've talked about how this effort sometimes spans administrations. We don't want the effort to span generations. We need to get moving in on this sooner rather than later, including any new investments and policy reforms that build on the law to modernize the nation's ATC infrastructure and growing as well the aviation safety workforce. In the wake of the tragic mid-air collision over the Potomac and a trend of runway near misses, we have to get this right. And now there are going to be a lot of proposals to the proposal when it comes out, I'm sure. But Secretary Duffy can look forward to my T&I colleagues in Congress with Sam and me working to formally review that process and getting to a point to make it work. And T&I Democrats will be ready to stand with you, Sean, to improve the safety of U.S. aviation. Thank you very much for having me here. Appreciate it.